What is happening, Magnus? Oh boy, things are a little bit different today. Lighting up all the windows, all the doors open, everything. Had the carpets cleaned in the entire house, so the whole house needs to dry. Yeah, so if you hear outdoor noises and all that stuff, that's what's going on. Well, another day of Sony backlash and other issues. So, rumor has it that PlayStation is blacklisting different magazine columns out there. You know, stuff like Variety or The Hollywood Reporter or Push Square, or if they have spoken about them negatively, they are being blacklisted. If they have spoken about them negatively as far as the whole killing physical discs goes, I don't know how those companies would care anyway. You know what I'm saying? Like, what? They just don't get the scoop on a few things? Like, I don't understand where that would even harm them if they were blacklisting them. But over here at GamerRanks.com, I did not know that GamerRanks had a column. I did not know that. And I also did not know, I forgot what I was going to say. I don't know, something. So I don't know. Anyway, GamerRanks is one of my favorite channels. So I like that they're covering news like this too. I didn't know that. Anyway, PlayStation India made a media blacklist over the end of Sony's disc games. It's a rumor though. It's a serious enough allegation that's worth reporting on itself. Sony faces a new serious allegation following the decision to stop making physical PlayStation game discs. High Chaos Run claims that PlayStation India has created a blacklist targeting local news media who reported on Sony's plans to end physical games. These news media asked for access for games such as Marvel's Wolverine, Marvel Tokon Fighting Souls, and Phantom Blade Zero. They were explicitly told about the blacklist and that they were included on it. They were told reporting on this put PlayStation in a bad light. Excuse me? PlayStation, you did that all by yourself. Oh my God. That reminds me of the whole Anakin thing. I'm talking about Obi-Wan turning Padme against him. He would say, you have done that all by yourself. You know what I mean? Like, come on. And accuse the outlets of doing it for views. As if what you've done isn't all for the bottom line. Money. We don't know if this report could have had inaccuracies. These may be fair points of criticism if it were the case, especially if it crossed into the line of slander. Yeah, so fact of the matter is, it's a rumor. We don't know. However, we do know that companies have made blacklists before. You know, where, you know, if you say something they don't like, they just won't work with you, you know. Still, a blacklist is an extreme, inappropriate reaction. Yeah, for this, yeah, definitely. This lines up with earlier rumors that Sony is enforcing harsh social media guidelines, but we haven't heard of similar blacklists in the US or UK. PlayStation India apparently cited High Chaos Run's reporting as well. They previously reported Sony made these plans without telling their third parties first. If that's true, this is a grievous escalation that Sony needs to rectify immediately. Yeah, that was going around that nobody knew. That all these different devs were shocked at what was going on. And certain people in Sony were told, and then they were sent emails around the offices like, don't say nothing. You know what I'm saying? So, if this is true, I would absolutely believe it. If it's not true, okay. But the way things have been going, I just, and my whole thing is, you can't, to me, they've done an avalanche of things within the past few weeks and months. There's no way they can be like, oh, well, I'm a blacklist. Excuse me? All this negative news you created for yourself, we reported on it, and you trying to say it's that we're on a blacklist now? If I was those columns, I'd be like, well, whatever. Okay, fine. So, post the comments down below. Let me know what you think about this. Do you think that this is true? Look, I'm thinking it's 50-50. You know, there's a lot of big companies that, you know, they're used to the drama. They're used to stuff, and it's like they won't blacklist you because you're reporting on it. And it is what it is. They knew that this would cause a backlash. They didn't know how big it was going to be, but they knew it would cause a backlash. They knew people would be unhappy. All types of devs are unhappy. You know what I'm saying? People on the left, right, the middle, everyone is unhappy with this. Nobody likes it. Even a lot of gamers that are mainly digital gamers want people to still have their choice. You shouldn't take that away. You shouldn't take that collecting away. You shouldn't take that hobby away. You shouldn't take the joy of pre-ordering away and going to GameStop at 1 a.m. to get your copy. You know what I mean? Like, you shouldn't take none of that away. But they are, for the bottom line. And if they are acting like this, there's no way they can say, well, you know, it's not fair that you don't like us now. Like, come on, bro. All this stuff you're doing, and you're doing stuff with these emails and with the record player and other stuff where it's like, it's almost like you're laughing in gamers' faces, or smacking them in the face, or spitting in their face and pointing your finger. Like, I don't think Sony will ever come back from this. As long as this is going, they only talk to their investors about it. They did not, they didn't speak to the gamers, the people that made them. They didn't speak to the gamers yet. Still, that's insane. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. That'd be equivalent to me doing something crazy on YouTube and only like talking to YouTube about it. And then, but I never tell my subscribers about it. Just, you know, just the people that made me, I don't let them know about it. But I told some few higher ups in YouTube about it. That's not right. You know what I'm saying? Like, you're supposed to tell your subscribers first, you know? If you plan on making some major changes. You know what I'm saying? And if you don't tell them first, just tell them at the same time. You might let YouTube know, and then you tell your subscribers. But you don't just let YouTube know and not tell your subscribers about major changes. Anyway, post comments down below. Let me know what you think about the situation. Do you think it's true? Do you think it's false? I'll see you with the next video. 10 million subscribers. Woo.